Hello everyone, and welcome to the premiere video of this new Game of Thrones theory channel. We have an extra special video for you today, as I believe myself and my colleagues have uncovered a theory that absolutely no one is talking about. I myself, personally, cannot believe some of the other great channels on this platform have not seen this, as George R.R. Martin and the show's creators have clearly been hinting at it for a very, very long time. A theory so mind-blowing that it might shake the very foundation for Game of Thrones fans and their perception of the show as they prepare for the upcoming final season. With that noted, spoilers are here. What, you might ask, is this theory that is so shocking? Well, shockingly enough, it is that Reek, yes, this man, Reek, is actually the hero that will defeat the Night King by wielding Lightbringer, the sword of the famed hero Azor Ahai. Now, hold on. I know what you were thinking. Connor, Reek is the most pathetic character of all time in TV history. But if you stay on this video, I personally guarantee I will make the case to you that Reek will in fact be a major factor, if not the major hero, by the end of this final upcoming season. Now let's start with the obvious facts. Clearly, Theon has spent the entire show disappointing fans and pretty much making everyone hate him beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, whether that was burning the Stark children, or at least believing that he did, or perhaps becoming Ramsay Bolton's dog, and having his pork sausage cut off like a little punk. Or maybe the straw that broke the camel's back was when Theon jumped into the water and ran away, instead of attempting to save his sister when she was captured by their uncle, Euron Greyjoy. It is no secret that Game of Thrones and George R.R. Martin love redeeming characters, I do say to you. Now, whether that's Jaime Lannister or the Hound, there are many examples of redemption arcs that have taken place throughout the show. Now, I'm here to say, it's pretty clear who the next one on the list is. Theon Greyjoy. Now, everyone, this last clip I just showed of Theon jumping off the boat, this is the one we need to analyze for our theory. Now, if I read to you some of the language for the theory of Lightbringer and Azor Ahai, it comes out as this. There will come a day, after a long summer, when the stars bleed and the cold breath of darkness falls heavy on the world. This is from Melisandre said in George R.R. Martin's second book. Quote, in this dread hour, a warrior shall draw from the fire a burning sword, and that sword shall be Lightbringer, the red sword of heroes, and he who clasps it shall be Azor Ahai come again, and the darkness shall flee before him. Now, in order to summon Lightbringer, basically all the Game of Thrones fandom has agreed, there will need to be a sacrifice of someone that person loves very dearly. This mirrors Azor Ahai having to sacrifice his wife in order to create the original Lightbringer sword and defeat the White Walkers in the Battle of the Dawn. Well, guess what, everyone? Guess what character has already committed a noble sacrifice of the last person he loved in this world in the exact scene we just analyzed? That's right, it's Reek. Oh, sorry, I meant Theon Greyjoy. Now, we pause it right here. In this very moment, you can see in Theon's face, he is faced with his destiny of being the wielder of Lightbringer. By sacrificing his last loving family member in order to fulfill his destiny and defeat the Night King with the flaming sword here in the final season. Honestly, guys, can you think of a more heroic sacrifice than this? He is allowing Euron to kill his beloved sister, the only person who has shown him any kindness. And he's making this sacrifice in order to save and bring balance to the realm and protect the Seven Kingdoms. Now, people are going to say in the comments of this video, or to me, or they've told me before, Connor, most of the theory people believe Jon Snow will in fact be the one who eventually wields Lightbringer, and he will have to kill Dany in order to make the sacrifice of love that is required. But no. George R. R. Martin and the directors of the show have shown us the entire time. The sacrifice has already happened. And the one character who has committed this sacrifice is Theon. And this is clearly pointing to Theon/Reek being the character who will save the realms and defeat the Night King at the end of the show. Now, I want to prepare you for the next part. If you're already shocked by what you've heard, you need to hold on to your britches for the next part. The big reveal, as everyone knows, last season, was that Jon Snow was in fact not a bastard of Ned Stark, but in fact a full-blooded Targaryen, and he is the child of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen, who were appropriately wed, making him the best claim to sit on the Iron Throne. Or is he? Recent evidence has made me think otherwise. And perhaps the biggest twist of the series, I tell you this. What if Ned Stark actually lied to his Stark family and the boys about who they actually were? Ned Stark has proven that he is willing to take extreme measures in order to protect the identity of his sister's child. What if, to better ensure the child's safety, he told his family, Jon and Theon, that the boys were not who they thought they were? That's right. I'm insinuating that Theon Greyjoy might actually be Theon Targaryen. Now, according to official sources, the boys are less than 2 years apart in the books, and I believe this would make it extremely easy for Ned Stark to convince two impressionable young boys as children that one of them was in fact Greyjoy, and the other his bastard. Now let's break that down. What does this mean for the show, you might ask? Well, this would naturally mean that not Jon, but Reek is now first in line for the Iron Throne, and that Jon Snow actually didn't sleep with his aunt at the end of last season. Thank goodness. Many of you may think that just because they flashed to Jon Snow in the show once that they had the big reveal of Lyanna's baby, that is guaranteed that Jon Snow was in fact this baby. But no, that doesn't mean anything. In a show with as many twists and turns as Game of Thrones, this would be the ultimate gotcha moment. I, for one, am convinced. And I can't wait for the truth to come out in the upcoming season of Game of Thrones. I'd like to thank you for checking out this video, and support the channel with a subscribe. I will be back with another one shortly. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I believe that there is some clear, substantial evidence that Reek will actually be riding the other dragon by the end of the show. Thanks for tuning in.